A man who brought so much laughter to so many, in the end it appears Robin Williams couldn't conquer the darkness that overwhelmed him. The star was pronounced dead at his home in California. Police say what appeared to be suicide by asphyxia.
Funeral is being held this morning in Florida for Rebecca Sedgwick. The sixth grader committed suicide.
30-year-old megachurch pastor Jared Wilson has died by suicide.
Sometimes I stare at this paper and don't know where to start. I'm weighed down by the pain of my broken heart. I try to be strong, but I can't help but wonder, how long will I endure this pain? How much longer can I stay sane? It seems like every day is filled with rain, and I wonder if I'm living life in vain. Sometimes I wonder how I've survived, how I'm even alive. I've looked in the face of suicide. I've endured the heartache and haven't died. I could easily have been another statistic, another victim labeled sick. That's why people end their lives, they say. They're affected by a disease that brings millions to the grave. Mental illness is what they call it. Drugs are prescribed in hopes it'll fix it. But does it? I try to stay quiet, so I don't offend anyone. But I need to expose this demon. Whenever I feel suicidal, I know that there's a battle going on between good and evil, between the voice of truth and the voice of the devil. I'm not trying to be rude, but depression might be more than what they're telling you. Maybe it's not caused by something wrong you do, but the voices you choose to listen to. Don't get me wrong, life for me can seem unbearable, but in the midst of my pain I see a way to remain unbreakable. On that fateful night, when I almost ended my life, in the midst of the darkness, I found the light. Scoff if you want, but I found Christ. You might say that he's not for everyone. If that's how you feel, you better stop listening to me, because I already started my thoughts, and I'm going to say them till I'm done. I'm not in the same boat everyone wants me to be. See, my depression started to fade when I opened my heart to the truth. I dropped my old way of thinking and reached for the new. I stopped filling my head with everything the devil said and let God start renewing my mind with hope I could only find in him. The world became broken because of sin, and darkness had the upper hand. Death had the final say. It shouted loud like a heavy metal band. But then Jesus came and paved the way through the rubble, and Satan was in trouble. Jesus lived to show he could relate and died in our place, so we might find grace to help us through our times of pain. All hope would be lost if his life ended with the grave. But he didn't stay dead. He overcame. God in the flesh defeated death by rising again, just like he said. Death has no hold on him and doesn't have to have its grip on us. The devil wants to destroy us. His murder is our suicide. He fills our head with the lie that it's the only way out, and we begin to believe our doubts. But I'm telling you, these doubts aren't true. There's life in the name of Christ, and the darkness will be your light. Fix your eyes on him and you won't lose sight of what truly matters. Beyond the noise, beyond the chatter, is the voice of God saying, "Come. Come find rest, my daughter or son. In the arms of your Father in heaven, just come. To the fountain of life that continually runs. It will fill the holes of your broken heart. God's words, your direction when you don't know where to start." I'm not saying this because life is easy. All I'm saying is, I once was blind, but now I see. I see hope where I once saw hopelessness. I see peace where I was once restless. I see light where I once saw darkness. I see truth where I once saw a mess. I thought suicide was the answer, the only way out of this pain. Then grace came like a hammer and broke away every chain. Since I've called out to God, I've never been the same. He washed away my dirty stains and gave me a new name. When I feel down, I remind myself of who I am. I am a child of God. When I fall down and cannot stand, I give it to God, and he gives me the strength to face the lies. Yes, there are still times when I cry, but it's in those times God gives me the strength to keep on fighting suicide.